Hi guys, it's Mel here from LW Scrapping. Here to bring you a layout share for April. Now these top ones I've already got videos for, so you can find that already on the channel. I'll give you a quick overview. And then I think I've got 7 that I didn't do videos for, which is the ones that I do prefer to show you. So this one was for Jessica Michael's hop, for her 1,000 subscriber hop. And that's on my channel. Video done. This one was for Tuesday in the Attic, leftovers to layouts and embellishments by Shannon Keith. I actually popped a link to her channel as well on my video, because she showed me, like, she did these little clusters, little banner clusters. They work perfectly. Brilliant. Don't know why I've never done it before. So that was for that one. This one was a Mixed Media Mayhem one for the hop for the end of the month. This one I adore. This one here was for Iron Crafters Challenge video for this one, and it was to use material. So I, as I said on my video, thought they were nuts. I thought, how am I going to use material? I've got no material to use. I don't use material. And then one of the ladies said, no, go through your embellishments and see what you've got. And oh my God, I was amazed. This is made from material. These are made out of a stocking material. This is made out of a really silky material. Anyway, so I've got material on there. So that was that one. Video's done. This one is Pink Fresh Studios video, using Pink Fresh Studio products, and then some of my own made ones. These aren't and these aren't, but as I said on my video, I have no idea where they came from, so they got used because they're in my stash to use. This one was the Scrap Room group, Facebook group sketch that I did from their Facebook group challenges for April, and it was to use some texture paste. And again, I was actually quite surprised how this turned out, so there's a video on that one. This one is Christmas in April. We do it on the 25th of each month. We do a Christmas layout on 25th of each month, a hop. So there's a video on that one. And there's lots of people, when I say there's hops and things, there's lots of people in the description box that you can go and check out to get inspiration from. Mixed Media Mayhem, yet again, another one I absolutely love. It was another scrap lift. And yeah, I really, really liked how this turned out. This is another Tuesday in the Attic. Again, there was a lady that suggested I put an aqua colour behind, and it would make it even pop even more. Which I need to go and buy some aqua cardstock, because I've run out of aqua colour paper. I can't find any anywhere. So I'm going to do that to this one. That's all the only other thing I'm going to do. So I'll probably snip a little bit off the side and the top, because I've got some room to move. And then I'll get some aqua colour and pop it on top. Because this is going into a different album, so it's a different size. That's why I've left that page there. It's going into an old Creative Memories one. So Tuesday in the Attic, there is a video for this one. This one is Pour Your Way Into a Hearts hop that we did. A hop that we do every month in regards to, you know, getting our pets scrapbooked. My pets have actually moved on and gone to pet heaven. But I still have loads of photos that at the time, even though it was 13 years ago that it all happened, 14 years ago for the dog, for our dog Sheba, and I think it was probably 6 years ago for the cat, for our cat Bluey. It was too hard to scrapbook them, but now I'm working through it. I'm actually being able to scrap it without crying, so hey, I've achieved something. So that's one I did with Pour Your Way Into Our Hearts. This one was the Craft IQ challenge that Jackie had set us, and yeah, it went nuts with circles, as you can see. But this actually turned out quite... Oh, this is the one. When you go and watch the video, at the very end, you will see me spill red ink, liquid ink over it all. Lucky I had these covered. But this little cluster up here is, as you can see, hiding. And I had to, there's some here, and I had to replace some circles down here. So, just so that you know that I'm human, go check that one out. Craft IQ. You'll see I'm human, and I did it at night. I haven't used liquid ink at night ever since. So there's that one. This one is Craft IQ, Crazy Craft, I'm getting all tangled. Crazy Craft Obsessions, and it was the Rainbow Magic Hop to use pink. So, pink it is. This one I think was another Mixed Media Mayhem one. Yeah, Mixed Media Mayhem one. And it was another scrap lift. We did a few scrap lifts this month. And this one didn't turn out too bad too. This one is a Tuesday in the Attic, and I forgot to write all the measurements down on that one. And leftovers to layouts. A lot of these are for leftovers to layouts as well. So you'll see a lot of people in the description box that you can go and check out. This one was the Crazy Craft Obsessions April challenge, and you had to grab 5 things. So you had to grab paint, rub-ons, thickers, enamel dots, and foam adhesive. So my photo is up on foam. This banner here is up on foam. That little bit on the actual photo is up on foam. I've got rub-on here, and my Winnie the Pooh is a rub-on. And the grey or silver, actually it is a pretty silver when you look at it in the light, is a watercolour paint. A silver watercolour paint. And I had some stars that were enamels. One up there. Oh, and that was a rub-on as well. So that one, there's a video on that one as well. This one here was a Mix It Up Monday. And it was the April Hop. And this was the sketch that we were given to do. And this I was so nervous to do, because I really didn't know how it was going to go. But it doesn't look too bad. I was quite happy with the end. Probably didn't need a lot of this. I probably could have done without some of those lines, but hey, I don't know. This one is for Mad About Mini Paper Pads. And I actually did a take of Chamelle's on Chamelle Lane's channel. She did it this size, but she cut them into triangles and did patterns with the triangles. I've got to be fussed with triangles, to be quite honest. So I stuck with squares and did the pattern going down like that with the squares and the paper. So that one. This one was My Scrappy Life, a March Crop Miranda sketch. Oh, that's right. One of Miranda's sketches out of her books that she sells. She draws, like, she makes sketches, and she's now got 2 books. So you can go and check her out on her channel, and then check out her books, sketchbooks for sale. This is what I did for that one, for that sketch of hers. This one is a Mixed Media Mayhem Week 1, and we had to use washi tape, add an animal, a metallic of some sort. Actually, this was my recipe. So, kangaroo. Washi tape is here. This stuff here is washi tape, and the purple. So, this black and the purple. And this is my metallic, as well as the black, the purple, and the gold are a metallic Kaiser craft mist, and it comes out extremely metallic, as well as I put sequins on there as well. That one I like. Believe it or not, I like it. Oh, and Scrapper Sketch number 61 for that one. Okay, this one was the Scrap Room Group April Freaky Fast Formula. And I did it with leftovers and layouts as well. So it was another Freaky Fast Formula. Now, on my channel, you will see videos for Tuesday in the Attic. Well, that's using Freaky Fast Formulas from the start of the Scrap Room Group. From back, I think Jackie found it back in 2015 and now we're on to 2016. So Jackie and Jen put videos out each Tuesday with a different Freaky Fast formula. And then I grab the formula off their videos and then I have a go and do a video as well. And all three of us do something completely different. And it's amazing. With the same sizes of paper cut, all do something completely different. Okay, this one was for leftovers and layouts, Tuesday in the Attic, March. Because I must have forgot to do one. So I was catching up. So that's that one. And this is the last one that's got a video. And that was April Hot for Paper Crafters YouTubers, Rainbows and Butterflies. I stenciled the rainbows. I had the butterfly paper. And there is an actual rainbow going over this. Not a very clear one, but there was a rainbow on that one. So that's what I did for that one. Okay, so coming up to these ones. So for April, I did 29 layouts. Believe it or not. Right, I did this one here for Soul Scrappers Facebook group, April Pick 3. So I picked 3 photos, multicolour and border punch. My border punch is the waves. So when you border punch the waves, you then end up with these individual little bits that come off. So I put them at the top. My bright colours, as you can see, bright colours was the other thing. Oh, and 3 photos. So I went down with the 3 photos because I didn't want to cut my photos down too much. So that's that one. So this was 2019 photos and I've got all of that finished now. Bar 1 photo, which I'll have to do. Now this is another Soul Scrappers April sketch. That's right, there was a sketch for April and that's what I did for that one. So there's that. Spending Freeze 2.0 to use die cuts and My Scrappy Life March mood board, as well as Scrapper sketch number 63. I got it all on there. Die cuts, I used all my dies. Like this is all die cut. Because this is 3 pieces here. I've actually got a die that's about that. And so that's 3 pieces joined together. My flowers are dies. My title here is a die. Yeah, and that's what I use for dies. So there's that. This one here was My Scrappy Life March crop challenge that we had to do something in these colours for I'm So Lucky to Know You. And I did it on my 2 cousins. There is a bit of a story there and we are very close. We're all very similar age groups. I'm the eldest. Then comes Richo. Then my sister. And I think V is the youngest. And so, yeah, I did a bit of an emotional one for that one. So I won't go into that. Because it was a bit of a personal one that I think I needed to get done. And I did a little bit of journaling on it. But it helped. Something that I learnt from Becky Adams a long time ago, watching her videos. Scrapbooking does actually help. And Kristen, she does a series called Scrapping the Hard Times. And trying to scrap to be able to get over things. And it's actually helped me do that a lot. And Kathy knows it. I like Scrappy Kathy. I've watched her and how she's come from when her husband first died to now being able to scrap. And yes, she still gets emotional every now and then, as do I. I've got emotional in a couple of videos. And I've actually there's been a couple that I've actually had to stop. But it actually helps process it all. I don't know how, but it really does. So this is this one. My Scrappy Life March crop. I had to do a scrap lift of Vicky Scraps on YouTube. And I picked this one because I had so many leftover squares. And she did this one, but I think she did maybe slightly smaller and a few more squares. But I know it was just a narrow down the middle. and I really liked what she did. Go and check her out, Vicky Scraps on YouTube. So this is what I did of her, and I liked how this came out too. So was that. Now this one I know was a Soul Scrappers one, and it was a tic-tac-toe challenge, and I forgot to write what I actually picked. I know it was to do your photos like that. I can't remember what they call it now. Going off my head. Yeah, I can't remember what I chose now. I probably put it on the Facebook group when I posted it, but this is what I came up with. I wanted something very simple, because I've done this sort of thing with photos before, and it can look amazing, but it can also look very terrible if you overdo it. And I kind of wanted to journal on there. It was when I got my rings resized, when I was finally able to afford it. From when my daughter was little in kindergarten, my fingers swelled up, and it got to the point I'd tried all day to try and get them off. By the time my husband come home, I was bawling my eyes out, and he had to go and get the big tin snip things in his toolbox and actually cut them off. Like, I had to hold my finger down so that he could get it in between and just cut them, and then we just had to prise them off. And I was actually all from many years. I worked for many years. I've worked from when I left school, and most of all of my jobs have involved typing. And as I've got older, my knuckles swell up in here and here, mainly these ones. These ones get sore, but these are the ones that swell. And I know another girl at the last job that I worked out, she actually ended up with carpal tunnel from so much typing. And I was finally able, so I went from when my daughter was in kinder to 2021 is when I got them done. So it was probably 5, 6 years I went without them. And he had to cut not just those off. I had one on there, and I had one there and one there. They all had to get cut off, so I haven't got the other ones resized yet. Now this is also a My Scrappy Life one from the April crop that we did. And it was Amy's Disney challenge, and we had to use this blue colour in the light bluish or acry bluey in Elsa's dress. We had to use those colourings, so I went with an Elsa theme, a Frozen theme. And I stenciled the background. I found scraps of different Disney bits that I had. That's actually snowflakes in there. I don't know what was on the back of that one. Yeah, that's another Christmas paper. That's a Christmas paper. That's a Christmas paper. This one wasn't. This one was a Disney thing, I think. Yeah, as it was green, it was like a fairies thing. So that's what I came up with for that. I quite enjoyed doing this layout. So it was called Building Olaf or whatever his name is. So that's it. That's April's layout share. So you can go and check out all those videos that I've got. Check out the people in the description box, as I've said, and show them all some love. If you do like what I've done for last month, then if you give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. Please don't hesitate to subscribe and comment. If you've got any questions about any of those layouts, yell out and I'll see if I can answer them for you. I know I had one lady who commented and said, "What was that stamp you used? I really want it, but we couldn't get it for her." So it must have been it's a out of stock one or out of production one. But anyway, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.